Disney Plus has struck a new deal with Kodansha, a manga publishing house. So what exactly does that mean for the future of anime? Well, let me tell you. For those who don't know, my name is Tifa, and today we're going to be talking about the new deal in anime streaming. Kodansha is a pretty big manga publishing house with really large titles under their belt, such as Attack on Titan, Fairy Tail, Rent a Girlfriend, Made in Abyss, Tokyo Revengers, and so many more. And this new deal with Disney Plus essentially means that any manga that is published by Kodansha and is turned into an anime gets to be streamed on Disney, and in some cases exclusively to Disney. This all starts with Tokyo Revengers Season 2, which is set to come out this month and will be streaming on Disney Plus. Although the ending of the Tokyo Revengers manga kind of leans into more of a Disney-esque ending, a lot of people are just not impressed by this. And rightly so. Disney has only dipped their toes into the anime pool, and we don't really know what it's gonna be like if Disney really jumps into the anime game. Disney does have a couple of titles under their belt already, but that's also why people are sort of worried about this new deal. The most well-known anime that Disney currently has on its platform is Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. With Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, not every country actually gets the simulcast, which is quite frustrating. Hulu has the rights to it in America, so those in America can watch it on Hulu, but a lot of countries in South America still cannot watch it on Disney, as well as a lot of countries within Europe. They just can't access the simulcast. Now, we don't really know if when 1000 Year Blood War finishes its first season, if that is gonna then be available to everyone through Disney Plus, or if it's just gonna be for the countries it was simulcast in. This leads to a accessibility issue, which a lot of people are concerned about. Summertime Rendering is also another Disney simulcast that caused a lot of reason for concern. Now, Summertime Rendering was simulcast in Japan and Southeast Asia / the Oceania region, which included Australia. So we were lucky enough to actually get the simulcast, but places like America, Europe, South America, and other places within Asia were unable to get this. It's also been 2 seasons since Summertime Rendering came out, and a lot of those countries still cannot watch the anime on Disney. Although Disney Plus does have something called Disney Hotstar, which I believe is available in Southeast Asia. Disney Hotstar surprisingly has access to a lot of anime, including Haikyuu, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Kaguya-sama, Promised Neverland, and even Attack on Titan. Now, as mentioned earlier, Kodansha is the publisher of Attack on Titan. And Attack on Titan isn't exactly finished yet when it comes to the anime. We still have part 3 of the final season. With that being said, there is a possibility that the final part of the final season will be played on Disney instead of Crunchyroll, and any other subsequent movies that may come after it. And although people already have their issues with Disney themselves, obviously this isn't going to change the final product of Attack on Titan, as Disney doesn't have the rights to do so. This is all about streaming rights specifically. But Disney's main issue is, of course, their accessibility, which means the final season of Attack on Titan might not actually be available to everyone. And there lies the main problem with this Disney deal. Now, we don't know if there's already been a deal struck with Crunchyroll for this final season, since they knew that this was going to be happening and they had the first 2 parts of the final season. So it is possible that this just won't go to Disney, but if that deal hasn't been met yet, or if there's actually room for negotiation within the contract, Disney may possibly get rights to this, maybe even exclusive rights, which is kind of cause for concern considering that accessibility issue. There are also other titles under Kodansha, such as Eden Zero and Blue Period, that are on Netflix. Blue Period is also marketed as Netflix's Blue Period, So I do wonder if the following seasons of these two animes will stay on Netflix or go to Disney. That creates a whole other marketing fiasco and makes it very difficult for people who watch the first season somewhere specifically and then have to apply for another streaming service in order to finish watching the show. So I guess we'll see what actually happens with all this. Even though Tokyo Revengers Season 2 is announced for Disney+, we really don't have that much information about this deal specifically. We just know that Kodansha published mangas that are turned into animes will be going to Disney, but we don't know if that's everything that they've published or worked on, if it's gonna be other seasons of things, if older seasons are gonna transfer over. With Tokyo Revengers, it is the second season that's going over there, so the Attack on Titan question is kind of valid here. And Disney isn't really great with their communication in regards to these things, which causes a lot of issues. So not only do we have an accessibility issue, we have an issue with finding out when and where things are gonna be. So yeah. Now, Crunchyroll has had its issues in the past, but generally it's been a good site to find all of your anime on. This is definitely changing now. Even though Sony has purchased Crunchyroll and Funimation, it looks like Disney could end up with a monopoly on anime if they continue down this route. Yeah. Well, that's basically everything that we know about the Disney Kodansha deal. There's a possibility of Attack on Titan going over to Disney. There's a possibility of Netflix animes going over to Disney. Specifically the ones marketed as Netflix animes but aren't actually created by Netflix, such as Eden Zero and Blue Period. We also know that not everyone can access Disney Plus completely, and they region lock certain animes and TV shows. But surprisingly, Southeast Asia seems to get the best deal with all of this since they already have almost all popular anime on Disney Hotstar, which is kind of insane, but pretty cool. So, I mean, if you have a VPN, just saying. I don't really know what to say in regards to this, like, personally. I would have thought that Disney would be more accessible to people because it's such a big international corporation. You know, in comparison to, I guess, smaller corporations such as High Dive, which we have here in Australia, or Anime Lab that was bought out by Funimation, or even Crunchyroll. You hear Disney, you think big, so you think that everyone would have access to it and that would make everything easier. Unfortunately, it does not. Let me know down below what you guys think of Disney jumping into the anime game, and what do you think of the possibility of really big anime such as Attack on Titan finishing off on Disney. If you like this kind of anime news, then give this video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more otaku related content, then don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.